5 years ago, Jordan Miles learned how easy it was to make a crime look like a mistake. He was a senior compliance officer at a regional bank in New Jersey, trusted to sign off on internal transfers that moved millions between accounts before markets opened. One early morning, a small nonprofit as reserve account was drained by a series of rapid micro-transfers routed through internal clearing. The money vanished into a maze of holding accounts and offshore mirrors. The bank called it a system error. The nonprofit collapsed within weeks. Its director, Elena Cruz, spent months trying to prove fraud, but every report ended the same way. No malicious intent, no culprit, no recovery. Jordan signed the final memo that closed the inquiry, smiled for auditors, and moved on. Elena didn't. She noticed something in the bank's explanation that others missed. The phrase, failed settlement. Failed settlements leave traces. She didn't accuse Jordan or threaten the bank. She studied payments instead. She took a job at a fintech startup in New York, learned clearing windows, batch cutoffs, and the quiet difference between a transfer that fails and one that never intended to settle. She learned how compliance notes could reframe intent without changing numbers, and how internal time boxes could be used to make money briefly invisible and permanently untraceable. He liked to say, systems correct themselves. Elena waited for the moment that sentence would matter. Disclosures, public trust. Elena didn't send accusations. She prepared a question. Using public records and a lawful data request, she reconstructed the transfer path from the collapsed nonprofit's account, not by chasing the money forward, but by rolling the clock back to the millisecond. They touched them briefly, long enough to leave heartbeat logs. She matched those heartbeats to the bank's internal maintenance window, the one Jordan controlled. There it was, a batch flagged test, rerouted to a shadow ledger, then marked failed after the funds had already been mirrored. A mistake on paper, a theft in motion. She filed a neutral technical submission through the Federal Payments Whistleblower Channel, attaching a timeline that asked one simple thing. Can a failed settlement debit and mirror funds before reversal? She included no names, just math. The review started quietly. Jordan received an email with a single line. Failure isn't reversal. No sender, no threats. He deleted it. The next morning, the advisory shortlist vanished from the website. An inquiry opened. Auditors asked for the shadow ledger Jordan said didn't exist. When they found it, they found more other tests, other nonprofits, other quiet closures. Patterns don't need motives to speak. Jordan tried context. He tried policy. He tried the word temporary. None of it mattered. Temporary still happens. Jordan resigned before charges were announced, but resignation didn't erase logs. He was later charged with wire fraud and falsification of records. Elena never attended the hearing. She didn't want applause. She wanted restoration. Elena kept working in payments, teaching teams to read failures correctly. Revenge, she learned, didn't require anger or exposure. Jordan used to say systems correct themselves. He was right, just not in the way he meant.